Download this code from codegive.com, link in the description below. Are React client components bad? A detailed guide with code examples. The introduction of server components in React 18 and next.js has brought a new dimension to React development, leading to questions about the place of client components. Are they inherently bad? The answer is a resounding no, but their indiscriminate use can lead to performance and security pitfalls. Understanding their strengths and weaknesses, and knowing when to choose them over server components, and vice versa, is crucial for building performant and scalable React applications. This tutorial will delve into the pros and cons of React client components, comparing them to server components, exploring potential problems, and offering best practices to ensure your code is efficient and secure. 1. Understanding client components. Client components are the traditional React components we've been using for years. They run entirely in the user's browser, after being downloaded as JavaScript. This means they have direct access to browser APIs and client-side state management tools. Key characteristics of client components *** execution environment * browser * rendering * client-side rendering, CSR. The initial HTML is a minimal shell, and the component's UI is rendered after the JavaScript is downloaded and executed. * access to browser APIs * full access to window, document, local storage, fetch, etc. * state management * can use useState, useEffect, useContext, and other React hooks for managing local state and interacting with global state management libraries, Redux, Zustand, Jotai, etc. Interactivity * essential for handling user interactions, form submissions, animations, and any dynamic behavior that requires direct manipulation of the DOM. Code example * explanation * use client. This directive is crucial in frameworks like next.js app router. It explicitly tells the bundler that this component should be treated as a client component. Without it, the component might be incorrectly treated as a server component, leading to errors. * uses state hook. This hook allows us to manage the component's internal state, the count variable, directly in the browser. * onClick handler. This event listener is attached to the button and triggers the increment function when the button is clicked, updating the state and re-rendering the component in the browser. * bundle size * the JavaScript code required to run this component, including React's runtime, is included in the browser's JavaScript bundle. 2. When are client components necessary? Client components are indispensable when handling user interactions * responding to clicks, keyboard input, mouse movements, and other user events. Managing client-side state * storing and updating data that is specific to the user's session or interaction with the application. Using browser APIs * accessing browser features like geolocation, local storage, cookies, or WebSockets. Implementing animations and transitions * creating visually engaging UI elements that respond smoothly to user actions. Integrating with third-party libraries that rely on the browser * many charting libraries, mapping libraries, and other UI components are designed to run in the browser. 3. The potential downsides of overusing client components. While client components are essential, relying on them too heavily can lead to several problems. Larger JavaScript bundles * every line of code in a client component contributes to the JavaScript bundle that the browser needs to download and execute. Large bundles translate into longer initial load times, impacting user experience, especially on mobile devices or slow network connections. Slower time to first interactive. TTI is a crucial metric that measures how long it takes for a website to become fully interactive after the initial page load. Excessive client-side rendering can significantly delay TTI because the browser needs to download, parse, and execute a large amount of JavaScript before the user can interact with the page. Performance bottlenecks. Client-side rendering places a heavy burden on the user's device, especially for complex components or applications with a lot of dynamic data. Older devices or those with limited processing power may struggle to render the UI smoothly, leading to a laggy and frustrating user experience. Security risks. Sensitive data or API keys embedded directly in client components are exposed to the browser and can be accessed by malicious actors. This is a significant security vulnerability. SEO challenges. Search engine crawlers may have difficulty indexing content that is rendered entirely on the client side. While search engines are getting better at executing JavaScript, server-side rendering, SSR, generally provides a better SEO experience. 4. Introducing server components. Server components, introduced in React 18 and popularized by next.js, offer an alternative approach to building React applications. They execute entirely on the server, meaning that their code is never sent to the browser. This has significant implications for performance, security, and development workflow. Key characteristics of server components. Execution environment. Server. Rendering. Server-side rendering, SSR. The server renders the component into HTML, which is then sent to the browser. The browser simply displays the pre-rendered HTML. Access to browser APIs. No direct access to browser APIs like window, document, or local storage. State management. Cannot use state or use effect directly. They can, however, fetch data on each request and pass it down as props to client components. Interactivity. Not directly interactive. They are primarily used for rendering static or data-driven UI. Interactivity is handled by client components. Data fetching. Ideal for fetching data from databases, APIs, or file systems. Code example. Explanation. No use client, directive, by default, in the next.js app router, components are server components unless explicitly marked as client components. Async/await, server components can directly use async/await for fetching data, making data fetching much simpler and more readable. Data fetching on the server, the getProducts function fetches data on the server. The browser only receives the pre-rendered HTML. Bundle size. The code for this component, including the data fetching logic, is not included in the browser's JavaScript bundle. This results in smaller bundle sizes and faster initial load times. 5. The benefits of server components. Reduced JavaScript bundles. Moving logic to the server reduces the amount of JavaScript the browser needs to download and execute, leading to faster initial load times and improved performance. Improved time to first interactive, TTI. Because the browser receives pre-rendered HTML, the user can see and interact with the page much faster. Enhanced security. Sensitive data and API keys can be kept securely on the server, preventing them from being exposed to the browser. Simplified data fetching. Server components can directly fetch data using async/await, eliminating the need for complex client-side data fetching strategies. Better SEO. The pre-rendered HTML provided by server components is easily indexed by search engine crawlers, improving SEO. 6. Comparing client components and server components, a table. Feature client components, server components. Dash 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 dash. Execution browser server. Rendering client-side rendering, CSR, server-side rendering, SSR. Browser API access yes no. State management uses state, use effect, use context no direct state management. Data fetching primarily use effect with fetch direct async / await. Bundle size larger smaller. Security more vulnerable more secure. Interactivity high low, primarily rendering. CO potentially worse generally better. 7. The use client directive, bridging the gap. The use client directive is a crucial mechanism in the next.js app router. It acts as a boundary, signaling to the bundler, like Webpack or TurboPack, where the boundary between server components and client components lies. Anything below the use client directive in the component tree is treated as a client component. Example asterisk. Explanation asterisk. Asterisk homepage is a server component, by default in app/page.jsx. Asterisk counter is explicitly marked as a client component using use client. Asterisk when homepage renders, it includes the counter component. The counter component, and all of its child components, will be rendered on the client. Asterisk the boundary is the point where homepage renders counter. The data flows from the server component to the client component through props. 8. Best practices for using client components effectively. To minimize the downsides of client components and maximize their benefits, follow these best practices. Asterisk minimize client-side logic. Asterisk move as much logic as possible to server components. Only use client components for handling user interactions, managing client-side state, and interacting with browser APIs. Asterisk code splitting. Asterisk use code splitting techniques to break your JavaScript bundle into smaller chunks that can be loaded on demand. This can significantly improve initial load times. Next.js automatically handles code splitting for root-based components. Asterisk optimize dependencies. Asterisk carefully analyze your dependencies and remove any unnecessary libraries. Consider using smaller, more efficient alternatives. Asterisk defer non-critical components. Asterisk use techniques like lazy loading to defer the loading of non-critical components until they are needed. Asterisk memoization. Asterisk use react.memo or use memo to prevent unnecessary re-renders of client components. Asterisk secure sensitive data. Asterisk never embed sensitive data or API keys directly in client components. Use environment variables and fetch data from the server whenever possible. Asterisk properly place use client directives. Asterisk think carefully about where to draw the boundary between server components and client components. Place the use client directive as low in the component tree as possible to minimize the scope of client components. Asterisk use server actions. Asterisk in next.js, server actions allow client components to trigger server-side functions with zero client-side JavaScript. This is a powerful way to handle form submissions, data mutations, and other server-side operations without exposing sensitive logic to the browser. Example, using server actions to handle form submissions. Explanation asterisk. Asterisk app/actions.js, the create product function is a server action. It runs entirely on the server. It uses revalidate path to invalidate the cache of a specific route, ensuring that the UI is updated after the data is mutated. Asterisk components/product form.jsx, the product form is a client component. It uses the use form state hook to bind the form to the create product server action. The action prop of the form element is set to the result of form action, which calls the server action when the form is submitted. No JavaScript needs to be written to handle the form submission on the client. 9. Conclusion: client components, not bad, but use wisely. Client components are not inherently bad. They are an essential part of the React ecosystem and are necessary for building interactive and dynamic user interfaces. However, their indiscriminate use can lead to performance and security problems. By understanding the strengths and weaknesses of both client components and server components, and by following the best practices outlined in this tutorial, you can build React applications that are both performant and secure, providing a great user experience. The key is to strategically use each type of component where it excels, minimizing the amount of client-side JavaScript and maximizing the benefits of server-side rendering. Embrace the power of server components for data fetching and rendering static content, and reserve client components for the parts of your application that truly require interactivity and browser access.